When you know that your kids love each other, they're going to be okay, and they're going to always have each other.
Hugging 10-year-old Zahara and 8-year-old Shiloh as she took the stage.
Maddox, Pax, Zahara, Shiloh, and twins Knox and Vivienne may seem like the luckiest kids in the world with superstars Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt as their parents. So you might think that with such rich and famous parents that these kids are getting pretty spoiled. Well, you may be surprised to find out how normal these kids' lives really are. You might think that the Jolie-Pitt kids have lavish birthdays with extravagant gifts and tons of celebrities around, but that's far from the truth. For Shiloh's 13th birthday in May 2019, the brothers, sisters, and a few close friends had a birthday bash somewhere kind of normal, an escape room. Chill birthdays aren't uncommon for the Jolie-Pitt kids, as twins Vivienne and Knox celebrated their birthday once at the Griddle Cafe, where they enjoyed a low-key breakfast at the reasonably priced restaurant. These kids are also known for keeping things reasonably priced when they travel. Okay, yes, Angelina Jolie owns and pilots her own private jet, but it's a pretty modest one as far as jets go. Angelina got her pilot's license in December 2004, and in early 2005, she bought one of the safest single-engine planes, a Cirrus SR-22 G2 with a base price of $334,700. Now, considering the fact that most private jets are millions and millions of dollars and celebrities are willing to pay for that luxury, in the scheme of things, spending only $300,000 on a jet is sort of affordable. The funny thing is, this private jet can only seat 5 people. With Angie or Brad, the 6 kids plus a security guard or 2, that may not always work. So when the whole crew needs to fly, you'd be surprised how often this family flies coach or shares a slightly nicer plane with several other passengers. But once these kids land, where do you think they head first? Well, actually, they may head to a store that most of us frequent, Target. Yep, the kids of some of the richest and most powerful celebrities in the world love Target just as much as we do. They get pretty much all of the normal stuff any of us get at Target, like toiletries, sporting goods, and Star Wars toys, of course. Sometimes they even need help from a staff member while using the self-checkout line. In fact, they're so normal, they're probably cleaning up just like we all have to do. It may surprise you, but when Brad is in charge, the kids have chores to do like any normal kid. Sure, there are little to no rules when they spend time with Angie, but Brad chooses to not have a fancy cleaning service 24/7. As a fan of cleanliness and teaching the kids personal responsibility, Brad has them doing dishes and picking up their rooms regularly. The Jolie-Pitt kids love a good frappuccino from the super popular coffee shop, you probably guessed it already, Starbucks. You'll often see Vivienne and Zahara out shopping with mom Angelina with an iced coffee in hand, because who doesn't need some caffeine while making a Target run? Don't worry guys, the younger Jolie-Pitt kids are often just drinking lemonade, iced tea, or hot chocolate. But a few of the older kiddos, Shiloh and Zahara, like to stop by Starbucks to grab a quick coffee with their famous friend and Stranger Things star Millie Bobby Brown. But some of their other friends may be less famous and a little bit more furry. The Jolie-Pitt kids love pets, and they can't get enough of them. They're known for having dogs, bunnies, and birds, but they stick to pretty regular house pets. And you won't find any diamond collars or painted toenails on these pets either. That's right, you won't see these pets with a professional dog walker very much because Shiloh, Maddox, Vivienne, Pax, Knox, and Zahara take care of their own pets. Angelina and Brad are both known for being hands-on parents, and they're teaching their kids to be hands-on with their own fur babies. But when these kids aren't out shopping for regular pet needs, they sometimes shop for themselves. The kids love to go shopping out with their mom Angie, but don't get it twisted, they still have to stick to a budget. A source close to the Maleficent star told Hollywood Life that Angelina still enforces a spending cap, and the kids have to chip in some of their own allowance for shopping sprees too. Apparently, it's also reported that Angie has never been about buying them designer stuff. However, kids want to be hip and trendy, so they sometimes want the latest looks. But they tend to balance it out by wearing their designer items more than once. Take a look at how often Shiloh has worn these $312 Versace shorts. These kids know how to get their money's worth, but that's just for their regular clothes. Surely they spend a ton of money for their red carpet looks. Well, actually, not really. More often than not, the Jolie-Pitt kids are wearing pretty affordable looks when they go to premieres and events with either of their parents. For instance, these stylish coordinated suits that the twins Vivienne and Knox wore to the Toronto Film Fest. Knox's suit was only about $160 from Neiman Marcus, and Vivienne's suit retails for about $112. The kids have also been known to wear regular sneakers like New Balance, Vans, Converse, and Nikes. But when they want to have a good time without hitting the red carpet, they go where pretty much any kid would go for a good time. Theme parks. The Jolie-Pitt kiddos hit up Disneyland after Maddox headed off to college to have fun. Now, some celebrities will go so far as to rent out the entire theme park, but these kids go as a crew just like the rest of us. Shiloh and Vivienne Jolie-Pitt spent the day at Knott's Berry Farm theme park in Buena Park, California, with their friends in July 2019. The duo were all smiles and proved to the world that they're just regular kids. But sometimes they're not into going out to shop or to ride roller coasters at theme parks on the weekends. Sometimes they enjoy spending quality time with dad for the low price of free.
We try to keep as much normalcy as we can and do things together, do things as a family. We keep everyone together.
No need for fancy outings when Brad is reportedly such a good listener and just loves to talk and hang with the kids. Okay, now that's the cutest thing we've ever heard. But as some of these kids get a little older, they may want to be able to get to and from dad's place on their own. Yep, the Jolie-Pitt kids are driving now. Well, some of them. And you might expect them to have hip and lavish cars like a Rolls-Royce or a Range Rover. As it turns out, they keep their vehicle choices pretty normal. Maddox Jolie-Pitt was spotted out practicing his driving skills in Los Angeles behind the wheel of a Toyota Tacoma, which for a 2019 model retails around $25,000, which is a pretty affordable price for the average American. That's a far cry from, say, Kylie Jenner's $125,000 Mercedes G-Wagon that she got for her 16th birthday. But Maddox may have used his truck for something else. Maddox began dating in 2019 and apparently used his car to help up his game. Either way, Maddox could probably drive one of his siblings to their many hobbies. Some celebrity kids have hobbies like horseback riding or archery, but the Jolie-Pitt kids keep things pretty, well, normal. Vivienne is active in karate, and her mom Angelina personally takes her to her classes every week. Shiloh takes lessons to learn how to play the guitar and ukulele, and the twins occasionally accompany mom to the rock climbing wall and maybe get covered in chalk in the process. Kids will be kids, right? Well, some of the Jolie-Pitt children aren't kids anymore. As Shiloh, Zahara, Pax, and Maddox begin entering their teenage years, they're being given more responsibilities. Shiloh was even spotted doing some of the grocery shopping on her own with a security guard, of course. Angelina Jolie loves to keep her children out of the limelight, but when she has to be in public with any or all of her kids, there is one rule they have to follow. She wants her image to be clean at all times, which means her kids have to be normal in public. They even encourage the kids to work to make money that they can then give to charity. In fact, Angelina and some of her children were photographed selling organic dog treats at a dog park in November. The kids apparently wanted to support Hope for Paws, and they made the treats themselves, and then were given the job of selling them. Angie and Brad are raising little entrepreneurs who are learning the value of $1. These kids also love grabbing a bite to eat with mom just like any other kid, and one of their favorite meals isn't the fanciest thing you've ever heard of, and they're not insanely picky eaters either. They love sushi. They've been spotted out with Angie getting the popular food on several occasions. But if mom isn't getting the kids their favorite accessible meal, she might be making them cringe. Yes, just like regular kids, sometimes mom, even if mom is freaking Angelina Jolie, can embarrass you. Her eldest son began college in 2019, but it was harder on Angie because his college is overseas. He will be studying biochemistry in South Korea, and apparently move-in day was too much for Angie. When asked at the 2019 D23 Expo if there were tears during his farewell, Angelina said she did a typical mom embarrass your children ugly cry when it was time to leave Maddox.
Okay, but did you have the ugly cry?
Like embarrass your children ugly cry.
She particularly thinks she embarrassed her oldest son with the amount of times I turned and waved. Mom, come on, not in front of my classmates.
There's the dad drop. Oh, I know. I'm trying not to cry.
But possibly the most relatable thing the Jolie-Pitt kids have done is hang out at a mall. We've all gone through a sort of mall rat phase, and it's just an easy place to spend the day, right? In January of 2019, Zahara and Knox were spotted at a Westfield mall in Los Angeles with their mom for simple casual shopping and, of course, some bubble tea. Although she's a big star, Angelina seems to love taking her kids out to public places whenever she gets the chance, and we love seeing how happy they are together. So, does the normalcy of the Jolie-Pitt kids' lives surprise you, or would you expect nothing less from Brad and Angelina? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. While you're there, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more great videos from us here at The Taco. Bye for now.